Today, we'll learn about simple machines. Simple machines have been used by people for many years. Let's have some fun. Come on. Pretend that you're living in this world thousands of years ago. As a caveman. You live in this cave.
Are you able to hear it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I can hear.
Okay.
The rock is covering the entry gate of your cave. How would you move it? There's a stick. Try moving it with the stick. Oh, you failed again. Most of the scientists say people invented simple machines many years ago to make their work easier. A big rock or a very heavy weight can be moved using a simple machine, an inclined plane. Simple machines are very basic mechanical devices for applying strength and performing work. Let's see 6 different kinds of simple machines. Wheel and axle. It makes work easier by moving the objects across distances. The wheel turns with the axle causing movement. An example is your skateboard. Inclined plane. It is a flat surface that is inclined, so it can help move objects across distances. This slide is also an example of inclined plane. Wedge. A wedge is a triangular shaped tool and is a portable inclined plane. It can be used to separate 2 objects, lift up an object, and hold an object in place. An axe blade is an example of a wedge. Screw. A screw has a long, thin metal shaft with threads spiraling along its length. It also has a turning head with a groove where a screwdriver can be used to rotate the screw. It can be used to lift things or to hold things together. Lever.
Yes, children. So first, let us discuss about this simple machine, which is screw and wedge. As we have already discussed about the wheel and axle yesterday. So let us proceed in the lesson and then we'll watch the rest of the part of the video. So here we have discussed about the wheel and axle. And now we are going to discuss about the screw and wedge. I hope you all can see the screen. So this wedge, as you've seen in the video about the wedge, a wedge is used to separate 2 objects. Its one end is very sharp and one end is very broad. So this wedge is used to separate 2 objects. It's a type of simple machine. So other examples of simple machine, the other examples of wedge are knife, scissor, isn't it? So these are even sharp to cut 2 objects into 2 parts. Even scissor is an example. If I ask you what are the examples of wedge, what you're going to tell me? What are the other examples of wedge? Yeah, 1 second. Yes, Lasya?
Ma'am, screw, chichi. Knife, scissor.
Yes, good. And who else is raising the hand? Who else wants to give the answer? What are the examples of wedge? Yes, Vishruth?
Ma'am, I accept it also.
What you have accepted?
Not accepted, ma'am, and accept it.
Yeah. Yes, that's good. Sorry, I couldn't be able to just recognize what you have told. So, an axe also. So, these are the different examples of a wedge. So, let us have a look at the screw. So, here you can see a fork, a knife. So these are the examples of wedge. So now talking about a screw. So we all have seen screw. All. So here talking about a screw. A screw is an inclined plane in the round shape. It's round in shape. Here the image you can see in front of you. The inclined plane, it has threads that wrap around the screw. You can see the threads over here. So this is a screw and it's a nail which is sharp, and this is a bolt. So this is a bolt. It's not sharp, but it has threads. So this is a screw which has so many threads and its end is very pointed. The wider the thread of a screw, the harder it is to turn it. Screws are used in many different places to hold the things together, to lift the things. A bolt is a screw, but do not have sharp tip. You can see a bolt over here, but it is blunt. It doesn't have any sharp tip. So whereas here you can see this nail, you usually call it as a nail. It has a sharp tip in order to fix in wall. Yes, Lasya is showing a nail. Yes, that's good, Lasya. So let me even show you a bolt and nut, how it works. So I'll just stop the share here to show you a bolt and nut also. Yeah, 1 second, children. 1 second. So here you can see this is a bolt and this is a nut. You can see a nut over here. You can see in my hand. Okay, I'll show it like this. You can see this is a bolt and this is a nut. So here I'm fixing this bolt into this nut. So I'm fixing it. So there are threads over on this. There are threads. You can see it's like a screw. So now I'm fixing this bolt. So I'm turning it round and round. So it's fixing. Now look, it has been fixed. You can see over here, it has been fixed. It's going inside. So it is used to fix two objects. If I'm keeping something in the middle of these two, if I'm keeping something in the middle of these two, and now I'm trying to fix this bolt, now that thing will be completely fixed between these two. So it is, this bolt and nut is used to fix things together, bind the things together. Now I'll show you how this works.
Ma'am, which
It attached on iron things.
Yes,
As
it
a magnet.
attracts, a magnet attracts iron things. Why only iron things? Why not the other things?
don't know, ma'am. That also I had doubt from so many days.
Okay, so we'll have a look at this. Why the magnet have that property? Why not it attracts other things? Why only the iron? So let's have a look at the magnet and its poles. So magnets have a property of attracting the things towards itself.
They have magnetic fields.
Yes, they have magnetic effects. They have two poles. Usually a magnet have two poles, north and south pole. So here a magnet attracts the things towards itself by using these two poles, north and south pole. Yes, Rushil, you have a doubt? Yes, Latsia is showing a magnet. Yes, Rushil, what happened? Unmute. Oh, sorry, unmute yourself.
Ma'am, iron is magnetized. The objects that get attracted by the magnet have to be magnetized.
Yes, they have the properties of they have that properties to be get attracted towards a magnet. So when a magnet attaches something like iron or small nails, then those also get magnetized by the effect of the magnet. But will they act like a magnet for a longer time? They even show magnetic properties. When they come in contact with magnet, when iron nails, when the nails are something which come in contact with magnet for a few minutes, if you just keep them with the magnet, they also act like a magnet for a few minutes, but they don't behave like a magnet always. They have only for a few minutes they'll act. So they are called as temporary magnets. We'll even discuss about that also. Yes, Vishrut?
Nothing, ma'am, by mistake.
Okay. So let us have a look at this. Himesh, turn on your cam. So here there are different properties of magnets. We'll have a look at these properties. So as we all know that magnets have two poles, like poles attract each other and unlike poles repel each other. So here if we talk about the poles, we'll go with another slide and check it out. There are different types of magnets. So as we all already know what are the different types. So let us have a recap once again. There are bar magnet, horseshoe magnet, needle magnet, cylindrical magnet, oval shaped magnet, ring magnet. So we all have seen in our like daily in our daily life, like how Lasya was showing me a magnet. So we all have seen a bar magnet. It's easily available. We all have seen a bar magnet. So if you just go through a bar magnet, it has two poles, north and south poles, isn't it? Yes, Lasya is showing the magnet. Okay. Yes, even Shishira is also showing. Yes, Shishira, that's good. Okay, so you have a magnet. So we usually use these magnets for sticking up something, isn't it? For sticking up a few things to the iron substances, especially it will be attached to a fridge, it will be attached to your almara, or it will be, especially because these magnets get attached to iron, because iron has the properties to be sticked up with a magnet, but not others like plastic. It cannot be attached to a magnet. A magnet can be attached to a plastic. A magnet cannot be sticked up to a wooden log. So only iron has those properties. So now going back to the slide, just have a look at this. So here, if we talk about Earth, Earth also act like a magnet. So now you'll be having a doubt that, ma'am, how an Earth can be acted as a magnet? How you can say that, yes, it shows these magnetic properties? Yes, Sushil?
Ma'am, the Earth has poles,
Hmm?
north, southward.
Yes.
The,
How
the
you
Earth's
can prove that?
magnetic field,
How you can
the
prove
Earth's
that? Yes, Earth
field
has
is
magnetic
45
field.
degrees.
How you can prove that? An example where it can be used, by whom it will be used. How you can prove that?
Ma'am, compass?
Yes, by compass. So who use that compass?
Uh,
Who usually uses uses the compass?
for north, south, and sailors.
Yes, sailors use the compass in order to know the direction of the ship. So usually, when they are moving in the ocean, when they are moving in the ships, they usually use this compass in order to know the direction where they are moving. Because Earth has a magnetic field, it attracts the north and south, the needle. It attracts the needle which have in the compass. So here you can see magnetic poles, how the magnetic field is being created. So this is a compass, wherein if you keep this compass here, it just shows the needle in the form of like north and south, because north pole it get attracts to south. So if it's the direction of the earth like south pole, we can easily find where the south pole of the earth, and the area which is located in the south pole on the globe, you can easily uh, this compass will show the direction in which direction you have to move in. So this is how the sailors use this compass. And now coming to uses of magnets in everyday life. So you'll be having a doubt that, ma'am, how and why, like in which type of things we are using these magnets? What is the use of these magnets in our daily life? Yes, any one of you who can give me the answer for this? Yes, Ritvik Rao.
Playing field.
Yes.
Ma'am, trains go on when trains rail is magnetic in Japan.
Okay, for what they use it?
Ma'am, for the train rail.
Okay, for which type of trains?
Ma'am, they will be opposite so that the train float on the rail.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, Sushil?
some doors also have magnets for helping them
Yes. Yes, that's good.
instead for them to.
Yeah.
My
The,
doors have.
yeah,
But
even the
it will be
cupboards also. The cupboards have
yeah.
magnets in them in order to fix them properly, in order to close them perfectly. Yes, that's
Ma-
good.
you know the o-
And
Man, you know
what
the
else?
opening and closing chairs.
Yes. Yes, Himesh, can you give me
They
a
also
few
have
examples?
magnets.
Ma'am,
Yes, any more?
ma'am,
More examples in which magnets are used?
for keeping door in place, ma'am.
Sorry,
I already
Himesh?
said
Ma'am,
that's what I.
Yes, Himesh?
Ma'am, he said keeping door in place.
Okay. Yeah, I was getting
Ma'am,
confused
you
on
know
that.
the chairs
Good.
that ma'am, you know the chairs that like you keep out when you press a button, the front one goes front. I'm not sure what's it called. They use
power bank
magnets.
will be, ma'am.
Yes, Shishira?
Ma'am, in power banks, ma'am. For phone
In
will.
power banks. Okay. And what
Um,
else? Not only in household, any other, like on a large scale, how you use a magnet. Yes, Lasya?
Ma'am, they'll stick to the fridges.
Okay, we'll stick notes to your fridge. Only
No,
that
no, no,
purpose.
magnets to the fridge or cupboard.
Yeah. Yes, that's already been told.
Cars,
Anything else?
because when you keep the
They'll
lock
stick,
on,
they'll stick to spoons or forks.
Sorry?
they'll not stick to the spoons.
Spoons or forks.
No, no, I'm talking about
No.
like how magnets are being used. Okay, you have just give me answer about what happens in your house,
The mesh
how
doors,
you'll
ma'am.
use them on a
Ma'am,
large scale, like outside your house, around you,
ma'am, they'll
for
be
some other purposes.
for mesh doors.
Sorry?
For mesh doors, there'll be, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it will be there. Okay, doors and windows, it's okay. But for other purpose, like in factories or in other, uh, in any other, for any other purpose, how you'll use?
ma'am, clocks.
Okay, I'll just tell you. I'll tell you. Just mute yourself. Just a second. Here you can see in this picture, there are different uses of magnets, like in mobile and in the uh, generators, like in machine or the motor which you just use for pulling the water, even in maglev train, in trains, as you have said, Vishrut, in trains also. Sorry, Ritvik have given me the answer for it is used in the trains also. This is a modern train, a maglev train. And in mic, in doorbell, even in the doorbells also we have magnet. Even in this, what do you call,
Ma'am,
satellites,
so, ma'am,
in
in
speakers.
speakers to
Yeah, in
convert
speakers
electrical